Welcome to this week's edition of Mainely Motorsports, and that's 6 of them, huh?
Six.
Unbelievable what that team has accomplished over the last, 18 years? This one wasn't an easy one. It wasn't a hard-fought game, but in the end, Brady does what Brady does and just finds a way to win.
Yeah, it was like, as you said, it wasn't really the most exciting game. There's been a lot of talk. There's always a lot of talk on the internet about how it was one of the most boring Super Bowls ever, lowest scoring Super Bowl ever. But you know what? It was really a defensive game, really, between both teams, and they kept on stopping each other, and it was interesting, and I had a good feeling about it. But like you never know. You never know in a Super Bowl. But just kind of pulled it out in the end, and like they said, like it might have been low scoring, but a win's a win, and Tom Brady is now and Bill Belichick are both in the record books for something that has never ever been done in the history of the NFL
ever been done. Belichick was already the winningest coach because Chuck Noll had 4, now Belichick has 6, and just an amazing feat. The game was amazing with all the the drama of when you're having that type of game, it's those mistakes that can really haunt you or help you, and that's exactly what happened. And I think experience came into play. I know the Patriots got a lot of young players too, but the calming influence of a Belichick on the sideline, Brady in the huddle, Hightower on the defensive side of things, as well as Gilmore and those guys. I think it's that calming influence, when you get on the big stage.
Yeah, and I feel like it still wasn't over until like the very last few minutes, because there was still probably minute 16 seconds remaining, and that's when they kind of drove down to their end of the field. And I was like I said, anything can happen in a Super Bowl. So as a fan, you're like, okay, are they going to kick this field goal? And if this field goal is good, what's the chance that they're going to do an onside kick and it's good?
And be successful with it. So, no, pretty exciting. Exciting for a lot of my friends and family that are die-hard Patriots fans. And like I said, and if you saw my Facebook post, first time in my entire life I ever, I didn't overly cheer for the Patriots. I didn't have no jersey on. I wasn't rooting and rah-haring, but I was really hoping the Patriots would pull through to get that 6th championship for people like you and a lot of family and friends that are in my life that are big, die-hard Patriot fans.
Yeah, it's like I said last episode, we're completely spoiled. Since I was 8 years old, we've been winning Super Bowls, seems to be every year or every other year.
It's what you do.
It's just what we do. It's just tradition in New England.
And like I was talking at work this week to the guys, they're not done.
No.
It's not like, who knows? We're fortunate enough up here in the short track racing world of New England to have a guy by the name of Mike Rowe. Mm-hmm. That each year we say, is this it? Is this it? Is this the year it finally, the age shines through? And lo and behold, every year he wins races, challenges for championships, challenges for some of the biggest short track race wins in all of New England. Same as the Patriots and Brady. Is this it? Is he done? I didn't see no chink in the armor. That guy is just as smooth as silk, and I expect him to be back next year.
I think it's cool that you made a comparison between Mike Rowe and Tom Brady, because I was watching one of Tom Brady's interviews before the Super Bowl aired, and then he said no chance that he's not going to play next year. He said, if I start sucking and I can't benefit the team, that's when I'll stop playing. And I talked to Mike, which is kind of funny, at the Augusta show, and he said the same exact thing. He's like, you know what? When I feel like I'm not beneficial to the sport anymore and I stop winning races and I feel like I'm starting to do bad, that's when I'll stop racing. And I feel like there's a great comparison between the two if we compare it to local racing and then the NFL on a larger scale. But so Tom Brady said, he said his plan has been all along to play until he's 45, as long as he's healthy, and then maybe even beyond if he can still sling it.
Just absolutely incredible, and so it's a great time of your life to be a New England sports fan. The Red Sox, Celtics are competitive, the Bruins are competitive. Joey Logano, native Connecticutian, your NASCAR Monster Energy champion. The Patriots. And it's just phenomenal to be a New England sports fan.
Yeah, and then speaking of NASCAR, there was a few NASCAR drivers at the Super Bowl last night. Kyle Busch has posted a few times throughout the season that he's gone to a few Patriots games as a guest of like Bob Kraft and family, and of course Joey Logano was there supporting the Patriots as well. So it's kind of cool to see them, and they were all talking about how this is like their last getaway before, you know, they strap in and, you know, get ready for their biggest event of the season. So that was cool to see last night too.
Speaking of a getaway, as we're taping this show, you're getting all packed for a getaway as you're going to the Patriots parade, and pretty exciting. You've never been. Thousands. How many thousands of people will be there?
So they were anticipating, like, just for the rally alone, the send-off rally that we went to, probably about 6,000 people, and then 35,000 people ended up showing up. But then this is Boston. This is like the epicenter of Massachusetts, and it's throughout the entire city of Boston. So I can't even imagine, like, the entire city of Boston was already like cheering in the streets when they won the Super Bowl. So probably tens of thousands of people. It's going to be pretty crazy.
It's going to be a big deal with you and Amber going down, your dad, and I'm sure there's a lot of other Mainers that are going to be there. So we look forward to the pictures that are being shown, and you're going to send some to Dave, and Dave's putting them up as we speak. And pretty exciting time for you to be around and be a part of that, and just up close and personal and see these guys, you know, the 6-time world champion New England Patriots.
Yeah, I'm excited. I used to live down in Massachusetts, and we used to go to Patriots training camp. I posted on my Facebook a picture of me and Julian Edelman from his rookie season. I've met Tom Brady, but like way back. And I had never been to like the send-off celebration before this year. Before a couple years ago, I had never been to a Patriots game, and this year I've been like really blessed to be able to go to 2 Patriots games, the send-off celebration, and now the parade, which I've never been to. So it was really like coming full circle for my Patriots season this past season.
Good for you. So congratulations once again to the New England Patriots, all you Patriot fans out there, friends and family of mine. Great time in your life to be a fan of New England sports. So I want to take a break. We come back and talk about some short track racing that took place last year that a lot of people like when we go back in the archives. Not that we went back far, but you know, they don't remember, and it gets their blood pumping as racing just around the corner.
Yeah, Daytona's just around the corner. Before we know it, our race season will be around the corner. So it's really cool to, like, you know, like you said, like kind of look back and reflect on this past season.
Yep. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scott Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? We went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a one key. Hi, I'm Jim Broadhurst, owner of eKeys for Cars of Saco. At eKeys for Cars, we'll diagnose your problem over the phone and give you a firm quote. No bait and switch here. Whenever or wherever you're stuck, eKeys for Cars will come to you. Call eKeys for Cars in Saco, the fast, affordable fix for your car key and lock needs.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. I'm here with Amy, and she's still riding her high as she's getting ready to go to the Patriots not send-off parade. Welcome back with all the hardware parade. And but early last season, we covered the action at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway opening night, and some guys had some good nights that night. They carried on throughout the year and found themselves having better nights towards the end of the year and ending up where they wanted to end up as champions. So thought it was a neat piece to bring back out and kind of get the people pumped up and thinking about Beach Ridge. And, you know, I wonder what's going to go on over there as far as they've changed the schedule, they've changed the tires, they've changed no Pro All-Star Series action. So, I mean, could be good, could be bad. But all in all, it's going to be the 71st season at Beach Ridge, and it's got to have some good racing.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like you said, there's a lot of changes. Don't know exactly how they're going to go until the season starts, but a lot of driver changes, some drivers leaving, some drivers staying, some drivers moving up, so that'll be interesting to see. And yeah, this is like the first track that I went to where we were like really like hands-on. We went to the track a couple days before the season. Me and Dan Walker out on the backstretch of Beach Ridge doing some stuff for the show. That's like both of our home tracks, so it was cool to do that. Definitely an interesting season this past season, but I feel like it's going to be even more interesting this upcoming season in 2019.
No, absolutely. So enjoy the highlights, some racing action back from early May 2018 at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway.
There's the green flag, and we are racing.
Anderson pulls out, gets a little bit of an advantage. Will Levitt stay on the outside? Yes, he will. Nate Levitt in the car 36. He wants to challenge Anderson. Gains a little ground as they come by. The 28 of Dave Cameron. He's on the outside of the 33 of Burroughs, and Anderson Levitt. Who's it gonna be? Levitt a little bit sideways. Anderson pulls a couple of feet. Levitt a little too hard on the gas. And look at the double O. He wants to get in underneath of that car. Down the back straightaway they go. Anderson has a bit of a lead. Levitt staying on the outside. The double O, he is moving up a little bit to 42.
Sitting idle in between turns 3 and 4 right now. Will that bring out a caution, or will they be able to get that thing refired? We'll find out. He gets it refired. Sturgis puts the yellow flag away.
Underway. That's great. Save the race, save the day. Anderson. Looks like it's all his way right now.
Although Levitt, he's not going too far behind him.
I'm not sure if the 03 car is on the lead lap.
Not showing on the scoring tower.
He is down laps, but whatever was wrong with that car that brought him into the pits, he's got it fixed, and the car's fast. Looks like he will be able to do business here if he can just get the rail. If you do, you can drive right off the turn.
Well, yeah.
So you should worry about your own car. You can get in a lot of trouble trying to drive the other guy's car. And Levitt might have been playing a little bit of possum and letting his tires cool off to mount a challenge, because they saw the 5 lap to go. This will be 4 laps to go when they combine it. Levitt is now challenging, and I thought things might have been in control. Levitt just waited, let Louis Anderson get a little bit sleepy. And now Anderson said, no, you don't. Neck and neck, they come by. This time they see 2 to go. Anderson really putting the challenge on Levitt. Wade Kennedy in the 00 car, he is right there to challenge. What a great run for the young guy in number 00, Wade Kennedy. If he's careful, the other 2 combatants might bump and give him the race. One more time around this 3rd mile oval. Who's it going to be? Anderson or Levitt? Levitt's out by a nose on the back straightaway. He pulls hard into the turn, but here comes Louis. Both of them side by sideways. Wade Kennedy tries from the inside.
Welcome back to Mainely Motorsports. We're here with Nate Levitt, who just won a Wildcat feature tonight here at Beach Ridge. So what does it mean to you to win his 70th annual season opener here at the track?
It means a lot. That's why I'm actually here, is because it's 70 years. I was here for the 50th, and I figured I'd come back for the 70th. I'm not going to run every week, but I'm going to be here probably quite a bit, so let's go ahead.
All right. And what are some of the bigger races that you're looking forward to this season? Maybe not at Beach Ridge, but other places as well.
Well, no, I'm racing full-time down in Lee in the late model sportsman, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Next week is my first race down there, and of course I'm going to miss here, so that's kind of priority. But it was fun. Come out and win a race. It's the first time I've won a race here since 2006, so it was a good, fun time.
Awesome. Pretty good feat to win, here, and, great momentum, going into the season for other tracks. So good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Adam Lovejoy. Green flag is out. Kenyatta fights back on the inside. Can he do anything? Merrill, very stout on the outside, and here comes Bubba Pelton. Pelton on the outside. Adam Lovejoy in the 2-car. He is continuing to try and move forward. Had a little bit of misfortune and was black flagged in the qualifying event. Had to start way in the back of the field. Looks like he's caught what was wrong with his car. He's moving forward right now underneath the 18 of Parker Varney. Merrill continues to dominate. Halfway for Terry Merrill in car number 12. Merrill continues to lead with Joe Pastore moving a little closer. Looks like he might have something for him as the race progresses. Bubba Pelton, however, has fallen back behind the 13 of Alex Kenyatta. Adam Lovejoy wants to go forward. That's a man that loves to race. Trying right now on the outside of Charlie Sanborn. Sanborn playing tough.
Oh! That was a little bit more than a love tap there going into turn 1.
Well, that does happen.
Yes.
This is a speedway. Now it's getting a little dicey. I can see the sparks. But sometimes you follow a guy about as far as you go, and then you're going to have to let him know that you're coming through. Lovejoy, a lot of real estate to make up. What a performance by Merrill and Joey Pastore. They are beginning to look like they're going to lap some cars, and Taylor led the pair. Pastore hard on the gas pedal. He got his work. He got a half-car length advantage over the 27.
A great start for Pastore.
Alex Kenyatta, very patient for a young man. He is doing very well tonight. Almost to the front. Captain sideways in car number 2.
Oh, we got a big wreck. The 89 just blew up on the backstretch. I mean, that car
Red
just...
flag is out. Wow, big drop. Pelton struggling a little bit. He's got 2 youngsters full of challenge.
Something wrong with the 8 car. I believe that's Clyde Hennessy. Oh, in trouble on turn 3.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. We're here with Joe Pastore, who won the Sports Series feature here in the 70th season opener. So talk to us a little bit about that race and, coming up and, just taking it away there at the end.
Yeah, no, that was a great race. Very hard fought. I mean, a lot of the best guys around running Sports Series were all up front for that one. So it wasn't very easy to come by at all. I mean, Bubba Pelton, Terry Merrill, all those guys, they put on a good show. We all raced really well together, and mainly this race just right now, it was hard to come back this year. I lost my dad in November to Alzheimer's, and so this race is all for him, and can't thank Bob Kraft, Aaron Kraft, and everyone else, all the guys that helped me out.
And you and Terry racing, side by side there for the majority of the race. So what was your thought process when, he kind of pulled off there and just kind of took off the track?
I knew I couldn't get him on the bottom. I knew on a restart I'd have to hold him down, pinch him down a little bit because he was loose up off just like I was. So if I got down, held him down on the right front, I thought I could get him, and luckily it paid off.
This is a good way to start the season, gives you a lot of momentum going into the 70th season. So, already won the opener. So what kind of momentum does this give you for the rest of the season coming up?
This gives us such a boost. I mean, we're all motivated now and just got to stay consistent, keep the fenders on it, and just try to bide our time.
All right, well, great win from Joe Pastore here in the season opener, and we're looking forward to see you this season.
Thank you very much.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway, season 70.
What a jump for Corey Bubar.
He means business. Bubar continues to lead, but now under pressure from the 40 of Dan McCaig.
Yeah, Dan McCaig is definitely closing the gap on the number 12 there. And he's got time to pass him to, all the time in the world.
Track position so valuable. Very difficult to pass a fast car on the inside. McCaig looking to get back into his championship race. He moves up just a little bit. Bubar continues to hold him off. Meanwhile, back in car number 7G, Curtis Gary, he just kind of waits and watches.
Yeah, the big battle is for that number 1 spot between the 12 and Corey Bubar. 6 laps into this one.
Bubar continues to be challenged by the 40 of Dan McCaig. Back in the field, it's the 7 of Curtis Gary.
Curtis Gary not giving up just yet as they come around the start-finish line.
Gary seems to always leave a little bit of reserve for when the money is on the line.
He's just sitting and waiting for his moment, isn't he?
Perhaps, or perhaps the guys are that fast. We won't know until the time gets by a little bit.
It looks like they've all kind of settled in for now, just kind of running the laps, trying to feel each other out here, but that number 12 there, Corey Bubar, is definitely leading.
They go by the flag stand this time. Gary turns up the heat. Can he do something? The 3-car off into the pit. Travis Muzzle leads the race. Green flag conditions continue. Bubar still dominant. Gary challenging the 40.
Jeez, look at that. Corey Bubar has got a mirror full of the 7 and the 40. I'm sure he's doing all he can to fight them off to stay in that first place position.
Things are about to get real warm.
Oh boy. 8 laps to go with Corey Bubar leading the way. But Kurt Gary is closing in, trying to take out Dan McCaig for that number 2 position.
What a great run for young Corey Bubar. He has certainly developed as a racer here over his career. He's still a very young man.
Nice, clean racing all the way around. Corey Bubar comes around leading again. This is lap 34. think lap traffic is going to be a factor here. They're coming up with about 4 laps to go.
Car number 12 lead this field. Now Gary presses hard on the inside again, but Bubar holds it back one more time. Gary now presses hard on the throttle. What a magnificent job by Dan McKay as he holds off the challenge of the 2016 champion Curtis Gary. Gary might have the job done. 2 laps to go. Gary now tries to get under the 12 of Corey Bubar. Does Curtis Gary have anything left as he presses forward? Gary and Bubar locked in the battle. Bubar for the moment back out in front, but Gary presses with 1 lap to go and hold off the challenge of the 7 of Curtis Gary. Bubar pulls ahead on the back straightaway. Looks like Bubar's going to save the day. Yes, sir. Corey Bubar.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. We're here with Corey Bubar, who got the big win here at Beach Ridge tonight in the 70th annual season opener. You know, big win. You kind of sped away there at the beginning. You know, kind of had some competitiveness there at the end with Kurt Gary and Dan McKay. So how did it feel to come out and win this one?
Yeah, it's always good to win opening day. I always put a lot of effort into opening day, and I've been pretty successful with it for the most part. Dan and Curtis had really good cars because I had a really good car and they were right with me. Towards the end I kind of fell off a little bit, and Curtis obviously picks up a little bit at the end of these races, so I didn't think I was going to hold them off, but I had just enough to hold on.
And then what did you take from today, and what are you looking forward to learning for the rest of the season as it goes on?
Well, we'll have to see how it drives through traffic. I mean, I started up front, so it's I made sure I didn't use up my tires too bad. We'll have to see how it drives up through.
And definitely a big win for not only you, but your family as well. You got a baby on the way, so, you know, things are going to change coming up here pretty soon for you.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different in the next week or so.
Well, great job tonight. We look forward to seeing how you do this season.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, there you were, Victory Lane. It was your first kind of, happy half hour doing interviews with the champions, and you interviewed a lot of people last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I had fun. It all started, it all kind of kicked off at the, what's the first one?
Northeast Motorsports Expo.
Northeast Motorsports Expo, and then it just kind of spiraled on from there. Went on to the Race and Preview Expo, and then we went down to Thompson for the Icebreaker. That's what I was thinking about. And it was about probably about 20-something degrees with the wind chill. We were all freezing, all bundled up. Me and Dick on the front stretch there. Just went right down the line of drivers. And then Beach Ridge season came, and then did some Victory Lane interviews there, which I love. I have a good time doing it.
It was neat to see you in happy half hour and talking about to the guys that win on opening night. I mean, really, there's, everybody remembers who wins a championship, who wins big race, and who wins opening night. You know what I mean? So opening night's just around the corner, and we'll see who kicks the season off hot at Beach Ridge. So I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the upcoming Race and Preview show, and man, it's just around the corner.
Yeah, excited for it. So we'll bring you to the commercials, and we'll be right back on Mainly Motorsports.
Welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling to Mainly Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Biddeford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scott Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? we went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by
Scotch Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scotch Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scotchrecreation.com.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, here with Amy Hinton-Harrop, Super Bowl champion Amy Hinton-Harrop. But racing preview just around the corner. We really haven't started working on what our plans are. You know, last year you did the roundtable discussion, worked out very well with some of the tracks, even though we had to come back and do leads because, lo and behold, nobody told us in the roundtable discussion that Red McDonald was going to be selling the track. And, but the Rens had taken it over, so then we had Joe come right up and do it right in the house. And so pretty excited about that. I got some ideas. You know, obviously with his drivers always walking around, and more race cars, you know, different race cars than what we saw in Augusta.
Yeah, I'm excited. That was the most fun I had at a show was like last year at Portland. I like physically can't be there as much, but I feel like last year we got a lot done with the roundtable interviews. Like you said, a whole lot of cars there, and it does really have a different mood than Augusta. But like you said, there's like just a little space of time where we have like all winter to prepare for like Augusta, whereas just between Augusta and Portland it's a couple of weeks. So you know we're still figuring it out, but you know what? I think we'll figure out some good stuff to do that weekend.
Yeah, and I've heard from some tracks, Wiscasset, they're full. They got their allotment of cars. Speedway 95, Lee, Star. You know, these guys are bringing some big displays. We're that much closer to the season because it takes place a week after Daytona, and once Daytona happens, everybody knows race season's just around the corner.
I know, and everyone's talking about like how like those who aren't like a huge fan of the NFL are like, oh, it might be this is the Super Bowl, but it kind of marks 2 weeks until Daytona.
Yeah.
And I feel like the excitement this year among drivers just to get their cars ready has been awesome. Just everyone talking about like, oh, when's Portland come up? We had a lot of questions about that for drivers that weren't exactly like prepared yet for Augusta. I know a handful of drivers that weren't in Augusta but are going to be in Portland, so it's really exciting to see like the interest from the drivers and the teams in this show coming up.
Yeah, and it takes place the 22nd and 23rd at the Portland Exposition Building. It's been going on 20 plus years. I don't know the actual date. I'll have to reach out to Marco at some point and figure out exactly when he started that show, but it's been going on. I know there's been talk over the years that we're going to change the venue, but the best thing that's happened the last couple of years is Daytona changed their venue. They didn't change their venue, they changed their date. So they moved back a week. So it allows, you know, a lot of people go to Daytona and speed weeks for, you know, to kick off their traditional race season. So it's nice. It gives those people the opportunity to get back home, gets the people fired up about racing, and, you know, allows us to bring a pretty good crowd in there and have a good time and bench race.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. Like you said, like Friday, Saturday, just 2 days, but a lot goes on within those 2 days, and it's really cool because like for like people like me, it's like less hectic because then you can go to the show and then you can just like go home afterwards, go back to work, and then come back to the show the next day. So it's a lot like easier on a lot of us from the southern Maine region too. So that aspect of it is cool and makes it a lot more like carefree, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, no, it's a lot more relaxing, a lot more laid back than Augusta, and I think part of it's the building layout. You know, you walk in and everything's right there. You know, it's just the whole atmosphere, and really excited. Like I said, go to racingpreview.net. You'll see the list of tracks and tours and organizations and vendors and exhibitors that are coming. Still some floor space. There's still some tracks that probably have enough room for a few cars. There's still some vendor spaces available, so I encourage you to reach out to me. Go online, send me a message, text me, whatever, and find out what you got to do. We got some new vendors coming. Go Motorsports. They've set up their own, got an online store, but now they're getting out and doing the show circuit and try to promote themselves. So we'll be excited to see them. They're affiliated with Nelcar, but they do way more than just Nelcar. Obviously, Lee from Four Seasons Synthetic going to be there with last year's runner-up in the Strictly Shootout, and he's a big proponent of what we do and everything we do. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the engine raffle later on in the show. But really excited about it. So racingpreview.net, go ahead and check and see who's coming. And it's going to be a full house once again. And we're pretty excited to be a part of it and put it on. And if you're not able to make it, you'll see some highlights and roundtable discussions, catch up with some drivers, and just have a great time down there. So it's coming up February 22nd and 23rd, Friday and Saturday, 2-day show. So really, really excited about it. Amy's excited. Going to be a good time.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good. It's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Well, as we continue down memory lane, even though it was only 8 months ago or whatever, 9 months ago, ACT rolls in to Lee, May of 2018, Governor's Cup, traditional kickoff, and full field of cars. And anytime you go to Lee, all eyes are on Eddie McDonald, and he didn't disappoint. But it was a great race, a lot of good side-by-side action, and I'll tell you, ACT's looking real good for 2019. They got some Canada races, they got some big paying races, you know, a couple of big deals at Oxford, over there at Star, so pretty excited about what they have to offer for their upcoming season.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's one of the divisions where they, like, never fail to bring, like, a ton of cars in. From, like you said, like, Canada, but also, like, areas, like, all the way from down here, like, all the way to, like, Vermont and different areas like that. Different drivers that you don't typically, like, get to see weekly, so it's really cool to see, like, how they perform. It's really, you know, like you said, an eclectic mix of, like, tracks from all the way, like, you know, to our northern country there to, like, down in these areas. So it's really cool, but like I said, like, they never fail to bring a good amount of cars.
No, absolutely. So enjoy these ACT highlights from last year's Governor's Cup over at Lee USA Speedway.
Parent row 2, green flag your bell. Eddie McDonald, the number 17, was wasting no time. He dropped on the gas pedal off the fourth corner. He'll rocket his way to the race lead out front. Mason on the outside of the one, slides high. Will let down low. The 48 takes second away. Mason on the outside of the one. Willett on the inside of the 48. Willett down the inside. Mason on the outside. Ray Parrott, 98. Scott Payne now into the top 5 at number 37. Oh, Adam Gray in the 97, spinning to the front straightaway. Number 97 into the infield. Oh, look, it's a little bit of breathing room now between himself and Ebert, but Ebert is really fast right now.
the center part of the corners with that 58 guard. If he can just clear the 04, he may be hard to guard in the later running. Sutcliffe fighting on the inside lane. That has allowed Eddie McDonald to come within 3 car lengths. 21 laps to go. 21 to go for Scott Payet. Keep an eye on Hebert, the 58, trying to get back to the pit spot. Pierre Luc Ouellette in car number 48 has been. And Jimmy Hebert in the 58 is trying to close in. 20 remaining. DJ Morshak, Canterbury's 00, will be the next car to go a lap down. And Payet right now still has a couple of car lengths of breathing room. Eddie McDonald rides second. Miles Chipman in the 0, having his best run of the American Canadian Tour probably since 2010. Matt White trying to hold on to 7th right now in the 42. Matt White, 42. The 1 of Corey Mason is right behind him, and the battle for 5th is heating up. I would never have believed it if you told me that Jimmy Hebert was going to lose a sway bar and still get a top 5, but here he comes for it. 48 Ouellette, and now the 58 of Hebert, and their nose to tail in turns, doing the turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Ouellette, 48, goes to the outside on Jimmy Hebert to put him a lap down, and that draws Jimmy Hebert even closer in the 58 car. This time by, it's going to be 14 to go. 14 laps to go for Scott Payet. Matt Anderson, final car of the week lap, trying to stay there. Scott Payet trying to lap it. Keep an eye on that battle for fifth. Around the lap car, Walter Sutcliffe goes Ouellette in the 48, and Hebert is right there. Scott Payet around the outside, puts the 49 of Anderson a lap down. McDonald going to have to follow suit, but laps beginning to wind down, and this one 13 remains. Dylan Payet, the number 7, gives plenty of room to Cousin Scott as he laps by on the outside. Eddie McDonald comes down in, bobbles a little bit on the outside of the 7 car, and Scott Payet continues to stay ahead in the 37 car. By 4 car lengths now, car number 37. Battle for third. Rich DeVoe to the inside on Miles Chipman. Chipman with a big bobble that time in turns 3 and 4, and here comes DeVoe in the 30 to the bottom. Dylan Payet, the number 7, the lap car on the inside. Rich DeVoe, nothing doing there. Chipman able to get away with it. Hangs on to the number 3 spot. 10 laps remain in this one. 10 and only 10. Make that 9 now as they come across the stripe this time. Scott Payet has opened it up some more over at Eddie McDonald in car number 17. Chipman, who was in danger of losing third a second ago, now has a car length or so in front of himself, or between himself and Rich DeVoe. Battle for 5th is still there. Ouellette in the 48, 58 Hebert. 7 circuits to go for Scott Payet this time. 7 remain. Jimmy Hebert is still there on the back door in that battle for 5th. What will happen in the battle for the number 5th position as the leaders right now have spread themselves out? The highest up battle right now on the track is for 5th. It is Ouellette in the 48. It is debut under 5-finger salute from Team Starter Jason LeBoy. That means there is 5 laps to go. Side-by-side lap traffic dead ahead to the race leader, and Jimmy Hebert has got himself back into the top 5. The 58 Jimmy Hebert.
Congratulations, Scott. Come on over here. It's going to be nice and warm right here by your exhaust pipe, I guarantee you.
Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
We did this a ton of times last year, and you know, only 2 races in, why not start winning them right off the bat?
Yeah, absolutely. This Harrison, Ready Mix, Goss Dodge, Yipes car, RPM team just gave me a heck of a rocket ship. You know, the weather held off for us. Eddie, he ran a phenomenal race. We were just fortunate to get a good run on him out there at the end. Miles, he dogged me all race too, and he had a great run. I want to say congratulations to him, but hats off to this entire team behind me.
All right, well, there you go, folks. Let him hear your winner, Scott Pay, getting the point.
It is going to be win number 1 of the 2018 season for Milton, Vermont, Scott Pay in the 37.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a one key. Hi, I'm Jim Broadhurst, owner of eKeys for Cars of Saco. At eKeys for Cars, we'll diagnose your problem over the phone and give you a firm quote. No bait and switch here. Whenever or wherever you're stuck, eKeys for Cars will come to you. Call eKeys for Cars in Saco, the fast, affordable fix for your car key and lock needs.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and there's still plenty of tickets left for the engine raffle, the Dominator Racing Series engine raffle, sponsored in part by Trackside Racing Supplies, and somebody's going to win themselves a pretty good little crate engine, whether they buy one ticket for $20 or 7 tickets for $100, and it's going to be given away at Racing Preview Saturday night, 7 o'clock, February 23rd.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for different like drivers, teams, like even like fans, you know, and like for people like me, like my thought is like, you know, buy a ticket and on the off chance that I win, like give it to like a team that like really needs it for like a spot where I would need money. What's up?
Don't give it. Sell
it. That's what I mean. Like sell it, but you know, let's sell it for like, you know, a good price.
Yeah. So somebody can't afford not to buy it, and for your $20 or $40 investment, guarantee you're gonna make some money.
Yeah. And I feel like it was cool that we did the dyno testing on it, and you know, there's always the talk about like, oh, like how powerful is this, like how does it compare to other motors, and that test proved that like this is just a little bit stronger.
Yeah. So we're gonna have it on next week's episode. But make a long story short, they approached me, S&S Performance, as well as Dave Brennan, the tech guy at Wiscasset, approached me up at Augusta about the possibility of dyno testing the motor because the GM 602 crate that they had just bought from Quirk, same place we bought ours, was a newer version. So now everybody was skeptical. They were thinking, oh my goodness, this one's got 10 or 15 or 20 more horsepower. The older version is going to be outdated. A lot of the guys got the older version. This or that, So it added value to the engine of allowing them to test it because now somebody knows what they got. And lo and behold, it tested out to be a little bit more powerful. Not a lot, nothing to write home about, but everybody was expecting it to be the other way, down 20 horse, and it was up 1 or 2 horse. So really excited about that. It made some people's eyes open, brought some other people be interested in the motor. So I expect we'll have a good crowd on hand Saturday night as we give it away, because after we give the motor away, which you do not have to be there, I'm going to have 3 other prizes, which one of them is a 55-gallon drum of Sunoco race fuel that's going to be given away. You have to be there for that. So a couple of years ago we did that with some NMSD ignition parts and all that. So you know, another $300 to $500 value prizes for somebody to be able to claim by being there. So really excited about that, and we'll see what happens. And 7 o'clock, somebody's going to be lugging that out, or I'm going to be bringing it to somebody.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like who ends up with it. Might be a little bit, teensy bit jealous of whoever ends up with it, because like you said, great motor, and just like, you know, like you said, hope it like goes through like a team or somebody that, you know, needs it for this upcoming season, or somebody, you'd be happy to see somebody make, you know, a couple bucks off of it. So it's going to be really, really cool.
That's what Larry Hewins and Mike Short did last year with the modified. They said, you know what, I'm making my money, and they turned it over, you know, and they blew it out and made a lot more money than what it cost them to try to win it. So a lot of guys have done that over the years. So still plenty of times to get tickets. Like I said, they're $20 a piece, 7 for $100. You can reach out to me via Facebook, email, text message. I'll send them to you. Do whatever I got to do. So really excited about it, and we're going to give it away. Somebody's going to take that home and hopefully put it to good use. Or like Amy said, sell it and make a couple bucks and put some meat in the freezer.
Yeah, definitely. Like, be exciting to see, but you know, like you said, as long as you're at the show, you could end up with something else. Even if you don't end up with the motor, that's still of value.
No, absolutely. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports to talk a little bit about Daytona.
So we'll be right back on Mainly Motorsports.
Hi, I'm Andy Austin with exciting news about a new division of Beech Ridge Motor Speedway designed to bring new people to weekly racing. Here's series founder Dan Wolf.
Thanks, Andy. Our goal was to create cheap, easy-to-build race cars. Bone stock production cars with a simple 4-point roll cage and proper safety equipment.
We've named them the 21st Century Motors Street Devils. Our 2017 rulebook and schedule are available at beechridge.com and at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
The future of auto racing has always been street car divisions because of the low cost.
Some folks are building cars and sharing the driving duties. There's even an all-star car to allow celebrities to try out the Street Devil, and a 2-seat driver's ed car so you can take a few laps.
Get information about our mentor program, low-cost safety equipment, roll cage kits, and videos on how to build one at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
So, form a team, build a car, and come join us this summer as we kick off the 21st Century Motors Street Devil Division at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPchartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
Well, as we've said, the next religious holiday, Daytona, coming up, February 17th. Really excited about it, and I know I know a guy that lives right around the corner from us, Archie St. Lear. Real excited as he loves those plate races. Got Corey LaJoy this year. A lot of buzz last week as they let it up their new hauler and their trailer and all, you know, all of that stuff, and they're pretty excited for this season, as a lot of teams are excited for this season.
Yeah, I'm really excited. A lot of the restrictor plate tracks, big tracks, it's always surprising to see the top 10. It's all over the place. Some names that you wouldn't exactly expect, like last year, Bubba Wallace in his first year rookie season finished second in the Daytona 500. I remember that was almost like a win to him.
Oh, it is a win.
Yeah, and always like last year when we went to the bigger tracks on the NASCAR circuit, De Benedetto always had standout performances. So it's going to be really cool to see how Corey LaJoy does. You know, I was keeping on track on social media too. It was really cool to see that Warren, you know, lettered the hauler. It's really cool to see that whole process and just how these steps are finally coming together in the weeks leading up to Daytona. A lot of stuff going on that week too, speed weeks. I love Daytona because it's always like a different format for like how qualifying goes, and it kind of spans out over the course of a week, so like excitement builds up throughout the week. And I've always thought that was really cool, but it's going to be really exciting. Like last year, Austin Dillon came out and won it, and I feel like nobody was really expecting that, so it'll be really exciting.
You know, when we talk about Warren, ASM Graphics, he was at the Northeast Motorsports Expo, going to be at Racing Preview, so, you know, the guy does some amazing work. So keep it in mind, not only race car stuff, but anything you need done, he does some amazing work. And, you know, proof's in the pudding with Archie's Hauler, so pretty exciting about some of the things going on. I'm really interested in the rule changes because I don't know if I have them down pat, but I almost want to say, you get DQ'd this year, you're DQ'd.
Yeah.
You're DQ'd. You lose your points, you lose the trophy, you lose the victory. That doesn't happen anywhere in the country very often. Anywhere. You know, Beech Ridge, Oxford, Pass, Wiscasset, you know, for the most part, well, I think Wiscasset might, but a lot of tracks still penalize you points or penalize you purse, but they don't take the win away. When NASCAR starts taking the win away, when you celebrate in victory lane and it's all for naught because they ain't going to count it, yeah, that's going to make them, the crew chiefs, tighten their belts, do things right, do it on the up and up, maybe settle for third in some instances because, you know, they didn't tweak out of the box, so to speak, and hope to get away with it to give them that additional speed, you know?
Yeah, and we've already, Speed Weeks hasn't even started, and we've already seen a heavy penalty handed out in NASCAR to DGR Crossley because they were testing at a track that they weren't supposed to test at, and they can't race in a couple of races. So, like, NASCAR is, like, really laying the law down this year, and, like, not, like, rules are set in stone, and if you break them, I think they're trying to say that it was a test for ARCA opposed to K&N, so we'll see how that goes in the coming week or so. But if that penalty is handed to them, it's going to be huge, and that can literally break your season in the first week before the race season even starts.
No, absolutely. So really excited about NASCAR. Really wish the best of luck to, obviously, Go Fast Racing, team number 32, Archie and Mason St. Hilaire, car owners, Corey LaJoy, the driver, Derek Nealon, you know, best of luck for him this year, spotter for Kyle Larson.
Ryan Preece
making the big jump. You know, a lot of New Englanders, you know, giving us a reason to tune into those races on Saturday nights and Sundays. So really excited about it. Excited about Racing Preview, what's coming up there. Excited the fact that Amy got to go to the parade. She didn't invite me though.
I didn't think necessarily that you would like to come.
Pretty much guarantee you that I wouldn't go to the parade to see the Patriots. I did cheer for them because of my friends and all that, but I'm not going to a parade.
Didn't think so.
So hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. We'll see you next time right here on Mainly Motorsports.